This is PokePress coverage of the 2013 Pokemon US Nationals in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at the Indiana Convention Center in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Pokemon Trading Card Video Game US Nationals 2013. I'm here with Lace Leatherman, who is a bit of an arts and crafts person, and she actually does crocheting of little Pokemon dolls and dice bags and all sorts of neat little stuff like that. So first of all, Lace, how did you get into crochet?
My mom taught me how to crochet when I was about 6 years old, so I've just been kind of doing it for a long time.
And what did you like about it? Was it one of your first experiences making things as a child, or what kept you going in it?
I don't know, just kind of something to do, I guess, something unique. My mom always did it, and we always had yarn laying around, so I'm like, hey, I'm just going to do that because I can.
All right. And then, obviously, you're a fan of Pokemon. You've played in the national championships this year. And so when did you start doing Pokemon things in crochet?
About 2 summers ago, I thought it would be cool to make just a hat for myself, and everybody's like, you should make these. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll try.
And what was the first thing you actually made? You said a hat. What was it a hat of?
It was a hat of Yanmega. I was really into him at the time.
Yeah, it was actually a couple years ago. Would have been fairly big in the trading card game format as well. So that probably influenced your decision there. So what have you sort of branched out? What else have you made?
I've made lots of hats, plushes. I've dabbled a bit in bracelets. I'm making dice bags now. That's about it for now.
All right, and actually right on you right now, you've got a nice little Pikachu doll there. It's got some very nice handiwork on it, I must say. So how do you get started first? Do you have to make some sort of plan or diagram or drawing to start off with? How does it get started?
Not really. Just kind of look at the picture, see how it's shaped, and then I piece it together, make the basic shapes of it, like he's kind of round, and then I take the ears, I sew every piece on. And basically, that's about it.
Pretty cool. Let's take a look at a few of the portions here. So I assume you started with the yellow surface first, and then how did you do the cheeks? I noticed they have a little bit of a there's a swirly pattern if you look very closely, rather than the standard pattern on the yellow. How did you add those later?
Yeah, it's something called I guess magic circle. It's basically you just crochet the yarn onto itself into a circle. It's actually how I started him. If you can see on the top of his head, it's got the same pattern and it swirls all the way down. And it's basically just one big circle string of yarn into a shape. All the pieces are actually started like that except for the tail.
Pretty cool. Now, what's like the favorite one you've ever made? Is there a particular one that you really were proud of?
I tend to be very critical of my work, but I guess I really like the Meowth I made. I recently made a dice bag that was really cool, Galvantula. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I believe I saw the Meowth earlier today. What went into that? Anything in particular, or is it just that it turned out really well?
Well, Meowth he's pretty basic shaped, so he's pretty easy to make. Very detailed, and I was very excited at the time because I've never made plushes that big. I used to be very small, and it's just difficult. Starting to get bigger, though.
That's pretty cool. And actually, if people want to see more of your work, you have a Facebook page. Can you tell people how to get to that?
If you go on Facebook, you search Lace's Hats, LACE''S Hats, and it'll just be a picture of a Pokeball.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Lace. This has been Stephen Reich from the Indiana Convention Center in Indianapolis, Indiana, at the Pokemon Trading Card and Video Game US Nationals 2013 with Lace, a crocheter of Pokemon memorabilia. This has been a PokePress special report.